Hey, hey, how is everybody? We are... Alright. We are gold. So, how has everybody been? It's only been, what? 2 days? A day? Something like that. Oh, I can't put much of a pattern in this. Also, you can still see, even though this is smooth quartz, you can still see how it tessellates from block to block. It's just way more subtle. How has everybody been? Everybody having a good Monday? Hey, how is everybody? Hey, Jay. Cinnamon Stew, Josh. Orange. Your name's literally Orange. Guess I'll just smack some chiseled there. Oops. There we are. Hey, Demonic. I'm doing great. Not a whole hell of a lot has happened in the last day or so. It's just been, life as usual. Things keep on, time keeps ticking down, and next thing I know, school will be back in. God, time just goes way too quick. Hey, first time viewer. Okay. Welcome, Paul. How am I? I'm doing great. There's not a lot that's different about me between streams. I don't do a whole hell of a lot off stream, to be honest. So like my life pretty well stays the same. Oh, but yeah, that's kind of just how it is, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a fan of the chiseled here. Maybe just on this broad section. Here's fine. There we are. So, what is everybody else working on? Anybody else got some fantastic building projects? Excited for school to start up? I'm honestly not sure if I want school to start back up or not. School is... I mean, it's worthwhile and all, but at the same time, it's a huge, huge time sink. But hey, that's life. Dumb and late as always. Oh, don't worry about that, Nakshatra. You're not late. And you're not dumb. Probably. I keyed. So has anyone heard anything from any Nerds Inc. members from Fit's latest video? I'm sure they wouldn't make any sort of a public statement, but I would love to see some Discord chattering if they've put out anything or said anything. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good am I at PvP? Like a 4 or 5, probably. I'm good enough that I could crystal you if you're not paying attention. If you're actively paying attention and fighting like a normal crystal PvPer, I'm never gonna get you. I've had almost no real crystal PvP experience. Like, it's just not my cup of tea, you know? Working on a city with a 300 diameter big round wall like at Radiant Garden. Okay, cool. Oh, I look forward to seeing that if you want to show it off. That sounds like it could be dope as hell. What's Radiant Garden? On a scale of 1 to 10, how am I on building? Probably a solid 8 or a 9. I don't know that an actual 10 exists. Like, what would a 10 out of 10 look like on a building? Or a builder with that level of skill, what would that be like? Infinitely good at building. I mean, I'm good at it, but I'm not infinitely good at it. I can't say that I will, you know, get any better than this. But who knows? Maybe someday it'll be an obvious thing, like, oh, well, Jack wasn't actually as good as everyone thought. He got better. You know, that sort of thing. Maybe, who knows? Let's stack this 10 times. No, 15. 17 times. There we go. Family is important, yep. Always has been. It's hard to see that sometimes, I know. Families can feel like they're stepping on your toes sometimes. It's not so bad. Believe me, you would rather have them than not. Oh, shit. Hey, thank you so much, man. Gorgon, you never cease to amaze me. Like, some people, they've just touched me, you know? But to answer your question, I'm doing fine. Yeah, that'll do. Let's go 10. There we go. Oh. Okay. So, this... Since a lot of people have wanted to, they want to know what to do when building, and I've given many different building tips, you know, general ideas for how to like follow a process or things of that nature. But, like, I guess an actual demonstration is probably the best. Let me dig up my old... There we go. Okay, so we've got step number 1, set a palette of blocks. Don't deviate from the palette too much, but maybe some occasional deviation from that palette is smart. Okay, so the next step is geometry. So we've got this giant flat wall here. That's fine, but it's mostly just boring. Like, if I remove the obsidian striations here, you would, you'd just be looking at a giant flat wall. So what I'm doing is I'm adding extra bits of geometry to just kind of break up the monotony of this wall is the same in all directions, It's just a giant flat white wall. And that's not impressive to look at, and it's not interesting. Let's see, 10 now. And so the key is to put enough stuff in a building that really wants, it vies for your attention, So with right here, I could replace this like so, and it kind of continues up. It gives the illusion of the build carrying up. But you know what also might look good? And this is the part where you can experiment. Is maybe just setting these bars right here. And then allowing it to be something of a, to look like a support beam, I guess. Just like that. Smooth quartz width. Oh, shit. We do actually want to maintain some of this. Just to kind of give it a pattern that isn't so monotonous. There we go. And maybe we've decided that this might be going a little bit overboard. Maybe some of the whiter plain quartz is necessary. And to a degree, yeah, I kind of agree. It is necessary. So maybe we nuke everything but everything in this tiny small portion right here. And we just want to carry it up in a pattern like so. Just to extrapolate out what that looks like. Because you don't want to repeat every single pattern uniformly. Sometimes you want to just give it a general idea, if you will. Something like that. Yeah, that's not bad. It's just interesting enough to be different. And then maybe... yeah. And then down here, do a little more. And yeah, that's basically how you build. For those of you wanting to know how to build good. Sometimes sticking with a pattern is perfectly okay. Sometimes bucking the pattern is good too. So for example, we've still got this really large empty white space here. And I feel like that could, we can do something like that. Can I tell you the background music? Yeah, it's in the description, man. I always put stuff in the description. People always ask, but they don't pay attention, I guess. I don't know. Okay. And then we kind of want to tie this together. And then everything I do on this corner, I'll just flip and put on the back and on the other side. So it'll all have that uniformity. But yeah, anyway, so we have this large, open, empty area. And like, there's a lot you can do with an empty area. Whoops. So just for kicks, I'm putting some stairs here to sort of break the monotony. But actually, since I've got a large enough area, I might be able to get away with something like this. That's not bad. But maybe instead of smooth quartz, I put more obsidian to help tie in the theme. Yeah, that's a little better. And then I can just copy this. Paste it. Oh, it didn't copy the internal portions. That's okay, we can easily correct afterward. So instead, let's find the center. Copy. And I kind of like it having two instead. So I'll mark it like this. Copy that, because that's just a little bit more interesting. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall. And so using this bottom portion here, this will be our version of that, but on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we paste that sucker in. And voila. We now have a replicable, pattern here. And then maybe put something like this. Just to sort of bridge the gap. And yeah, there you go. That's how you make it be more interesting, I guess is the right way to put it. This looks to be the middle, so we'll do another one here. Perfect. Except in this case, the pillar needs to be elongated to match the guides on the side here. But the positioning is correct, and that's what we care about. And then we've got more space to play with internally, so we're going to add a few more A few more stairs. That way it gives a little more of an illusion of depth. And you can even play around with the size and width, whoops, of some of these internal bits. Just to make it, you don't want it to be perfectly uniform in every possible way. Maybe, you know, vary it up a little. We've got space here. Whoops. Okay, so we've got space here. And we've got some space here. So actually probably do another one. Just like that. And so paste again. Now we've got an interesting internal pattern here. Just like this. So we can make it copy and sort of mirror the tops and bottoms like this. Whoops. There we go. So we've got a pattern like that. Just for the hell of it. Maybe another pattern. Stairs like so. And this is all in the name of just breaking up the monotony. Because a solid flat surface like this is boring. But if you've got a wall that you're looking at like this, you know, it's food for thought. Even this is more interesting than nothing. Although I still kind of feel like I didn't put quite enough. But yeah, this is the beauty of stairs and slabs. You get so much potential. So much workability. Just from this. Just from a few well-patterned blocks. And that's essentially how you build. It's a really good idea to step back and kind of, you know, take a look at it as though you're a passerby on the street. What would you think if you walked past this? Would this catch your attention? Because this might not, but I'd like to think walking by this would catch your attention. You know? So yeah, that's just a really good, you know, idea as how to do that. The rest of my building rules are more about the area that you're in. Don't let the costs of certain blocks get you down. You know, like using excessive beacons. Like sometimes people get hung up on that type of stuff. So yeah, and basically just never giving up. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, hope that was helpful to anyone. I tried to make it a small sort of easily digestible thing that someone can just show to somebody else. So, you know, if someone wants to clip this, to kind of give them an idea, this is a good starting place to for people who want to know how to build. Okay, so that was 7 blocks long. It's 12. Oh, odd numbers don't gel well with even numbers. Yeah. So from here, 6, 7. Okay, good. So we can put another one up here. Or wait. Yeah. Paste. All right. That looks significantly better. Then as for up here, I meant for this upper area to just mostly be decoration. So you can put some sort of a stair pattern here, I guess. Oops. Yeah, just like that. And so, yeah. Y'all kind of hopefully get the idea now. So, what have y'all been talking about? When is Space Valk 4 coming out? It ain't. I'm going to work on another project, and it'll be different from this. It's just whatever I come up with, you know? Not every project I do has to be a Space Valkyria. I mean, there is such a thing as originality. There we go. Okay. So let me try and adapt this wall to match the back area. So firstly, we need rotate it 270 degrees. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. Damn it. There we go. Nice and balanced, just as all things should be. Whoops, wrong thing. Negative 270, I needed that back. There it is. Okay. Land Valkyria. I don't know. I do want to do another overworld build of some kind. But at the same time, like, I've never really made a nether base. So who knows? I might try and incorporate a nether project of some kind. Whoops. Right there. Thanos moment, I know. It does not have to be called Valkyria. Yeah, it can be its own thing. Like, come on. Nobody said everything has to be a Valkyria. Or a Valkyria-inspired something or another. You know, actually, I realize I've kind of goofed up here. Okay. So where would be the middle? 35, so that's 34, which is 19. So right here. Wait a sec. Oh no, did I not get this in the middle? 38. What? Let's go from here to here instead. 37. Oh, okay. No wonder it was an odd number. Okay, an even number. Okay. Phew. Okay, so 39. So 39 is 1 minus this 38, so that would be 19. Okay. Whew. So from here to here should be... There we go. Yeah, that works. Okay, so this is the exact middle. It's important to always remember where the exact middle should be. And have a good frame of reference to not, you know, screw it up. Okay, actually... I'm going to move this over a good 7 blocks. Or no. Let's move this over 9 blocks. Nope. Gotta be 11 instead. There we go. It's right along where it should be. And then this portion right here. Here we go. Then I can extrapolate out the pattern up a little further, and that'll pretty well do it. Ooh. Wait a sec. Might have to move this down. To match it. Yeah, that should be about where it is. Now then. Made another base with some friends and made different rooms, and each room was based around one of the 7 deadly sins. Beds explode in the end. Well, yeah, I mean, ideally you would set up near an end portal of some kind and go from there pretty much. How you choose to deal with the whole exploding beds problem is up to you. It's one of those things where, like, a good base maker can figure out how to engineer past the problem. So like with end bases, what we did was we'd have ender pearls way off in like unloaded chunks somewhere far, and we would just never go there, and so we would not fuck with that area until we needed to go wherever it was we were. So in this case, we were returning to Space Valk 3. And so you can do the same thing in the Nether and in the overworld. So you don't necessarily need to set a bed. Obviously, a lot of that hinges on your ability to get into the end and all that, but for the most part, yeah, it's easy enough. There are also respawn anchors for... I don't know why they didn't make that work with the end. It's a real missed opportunity in my opinion, but whatever. I feel like respawn anchors being a Nether-only item kind of defeats the point. Maybe if it were just a dimension spawn anchor instead of... I don't know. Mojang and its delightful incompetence. Now then, whoops. Let's make the patterns invert. There we are. Okay. Looking good. Looking great. Oh, hit the wrong key on accident. And there we go. Whole thing right there should do it. Okay, and then this is our frame of reference. Copy. Think we want to flip it this way. And then paste. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I must have been over too far. No? There we go. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Please show settings. Settings for what? Oh, my video settings? There they are. It ain't a whole lot, but it's, you know, it's home. Screenshot it. You know. There you go. 1.18, literally cave and cliff, not end. Oh, I know. I'm excited for whatever 1.18 is going to bring to the table, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I was blown away with 1.16 because of how masterfully it was handled. That may have been more of a fluke. I really couldn't tell you. We shall see. Let's frame this in. Just like that. All right. We've taken a boring facade and transformed it into a crazy mess. But it's our crazy mess. And then we'll frame this like so. Or wait, no, we can't do that here. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, damn it. All right. So we've got some stark contrasting areas to, you know, make the more, I guess this is sort of like an etched pattern. To make these patterns pop, you do kind of need some blank areas with nothing in them. This gives you a good contrast, something to compare it to. I find that helps. And then the upper portion, I don't know. We'll have to figure out how to bridge the gaps between these two pieces here. Anybody know how to bypass the queue? As far as I know, there are no queue bypasses anymore. So, you are shit out of luck, brother. Come on, Obsidian, where are you? How do I know what block must go where? I'm just following the pattern in my head, basically. You get a feel for this sort of thing after a while. It's not that easy to explain. It's just once you get practice with something, you just kind of... You can feel your way through a situation, you know? Make your thing make sense. It'll make sense to you. And then you'll know how to translate that into blocks in the game. It's not easy to explain, but you get the idea. Whoops. And it's all about setting rules and sticking to those rules, some sort of guideline to create internal consistency. Because that's ultimately what makes a build interesting. If it's internally consistent enough, you probably don't care exactly what every little detail is. Copy. Now we gotta get it exactly in the middle. And there we go. It's exactly aligned. And then once again, we gotta get it exactly in the middle. God, I miss the world edit visualizer. Okay. And as for these blank spots... God, everything's beginning to get in the way now. It's getting all cramped like a real city. Okay. I'm thinking something different from the established pattern. Like, we have an established pattern that flows around the sides of the building up to a point, and then it breaks the pattern temporarily and then resumes it. But the key is to not break the pattern in a way that's not believable, if that makes sense. Whoops. I know that's really difficult to wrap your head around. Basically, you're making it change course in a way that isn't so outlandish. I don't know. But it's all about just scribbling around and figuring out how to make it make sense. Okay, so 10. So that's an even number, so we will have... We can't have an exact block in the middle. We have to have 2 blocks as our middle. And then this is also an even number. One, 2, 3, 2, 3. Ooh. 1, 2. Two right here. There we go. Nice and even. There we are. This is 10 blocks tall. Is this 10 blocks? It is. Okay. Well, that's good. I can copy the pattern down easily enough. And just 2 little indentations like this really isn't enough on its own. You'll want to make it pop. You don't want to have it be the same old, same old. Any tips on building a starter base? Honestly, I'm not one for starter bases. Like, I'm completely of the opinion that a dirt hut or a hole in the ground is probably a little bit better. Just make a hole in the ground. Don't worry about making it pretty. It's, you know, like going into a cave, and it's like a fairly shallow cave. Doesn't go back very far, you know. Hollowing it out and making it a storage room, amassing your supplies that you need, and then going from there and making your base of your dreams. That's really like, that's what I like to do, you know? I don't really care to make a giant starter house or anything of that nature. The project is what I live for. So it's really not important to me. But I suppose if you really wanted to make a starter house, you could probably just make a small wooden house and then fill it in with, I don't know, something. Junk. Whatever. And then just change it up as you go along. Just a nice, neat little wooden frame that you can add to. Okay. There we go. Like, starter bases are not that amazing. So, like, it's all up to you, I guess. I don't know how to... Oh, damn it. Needed to go one short. Okay. Now let's see if this did right. Okay. It maintained the proper everything. So that works. Okay. And then, is that one sea lantern block off? It probably is, kind of. It's a clash of perception. So this line right here is 11 blocks long, but the thing behind it that it's framing is 10, because this thing pops off and goes back behind it. So it looks off from this perspective, but it is in the exact center of the line in which it is embedded. So while it is a bit of an illusion, like, you can get rid of it, because it's from the upper portion right there. So it's not necessary that we keep it. But yeah, it was off, kind of. There we go. Okay, and now we... make this work on the backside. Ugh. Somewhere. Huh, 3 months and it's finished, never. I know, right? How you been, Stone Cold Killer? I mean, it will be finished eventually. If you go back and look at all the progress I've made, like... Oh, and it's not been 3 months, it's been 7 months. Holy shit, it's been way longer than that. Cut. Oh shit. I've been going at this a while now. Why does that design remind you of the Pillsbury Doughboy? What are you talking about? There ain't no Pillsbury Doughboys around here. I should have just wrote it. Ooh. Okay, so that's an interesting problem. This backside is an even number, or is an odd number rather, and this side is an even number. So we've got to shrink, or no, enlarge this by 1 block. What the move command is for. There we go. That was easy. Then I guess we can just fill in the gaps here. More or less. There we are. Now then, you are good. Oh, well, thank you. See the mini Womp's Fortress. Where'd I put that? I guess I'll show that off here in a sec. Here we go. And then maybe we can extend this upward. It's not gonna play ball. Ah, right, because it's an odd number. That's why it wasn't fitting. There we are. Copy and paste. Okay. I'll just wing it for this one. Oh wait, no. There's a pattern I wanted to adopt from way back over here. How many parts is this? L is 50. So we are on part 50. this section right here. Here we go. Can I please update the map of Space Valk 3 like I did in the middle section? Regular Minecraft map that shows it from above. Well, the problem with that is there's all this glass in the way. And it will just show white. Because, like, only a few things poke out above it. And I've already updated the map to include these few things that already poke out above it. So, like, I spent several parts working on this thing, and it doesn't go above the glass, so you'll never see it. Obviously, we have the fake virtual reality things, but those aren't going to stay there. I don't want to update it. Oh yeah, this is the Mini Bombs battlefield. I'm sure you wanted to see this too, Stone Cold Killer. Mini Womb's Fortress that I've kind of sort of fixed. But these boxes are not staying here, so don't take them into account. I'm going to figure out a way to load them in remotely to, you know, make this place all cool and shit. Can I make a tour? Yeah, I'll do a tour at the end. Why is the glass there? Well, I mean, this is outer space. This is a giant city. If you walk around, you'd have to walk through tubes everywhere, right? There would be no open, you know, perusing through the city like this. You know, you wouldn't be able to just walk into doors and places like this. Like, everything would have to have an airlock. You see how big of a pain that would be? But if it's all a giant open city that's domed in, suddenly it's that much more majestic. So that's why. That's why it is the way that it is. Okay. Perfect. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Central frame of reference. Copy. Flip. Paste without error. Oh, barely. Oh, wow. These just barely don't conflict. I love it. Perfect. And there you are. The entire backside is finished. So we took this giant, large, boring, flat wall of smooth quartz that was about as interesting as watching paint dry. And in a process about half as interesting as watching paint dry, we've turned this whole thing into something much more interesting overall to look at. Actually, I want it to copy this half to. Right there. And there we go. Water Temple for Ocarina of Time. Maybe. Right now, I only want to do Super Mario 64 stuff. I assume you were, Can I just remove the whole Y level of glass and update it and then add it back? I could, but that would be a huge, huge effort. I've gotten that suggestion before, but I don't know. First block I placed was askew. I'll have to start all over from the space. Nice try. I almost believed you. Wow. Then we copy. And then we flip that shit this way. And hope and pray I got everything correct. Fuck. Stupid fingers. Okay. Okay. Copies it. Made it perfect. Mostly. Still some bits here and there that need to be tweaked, but for the most part, the outer facade's kind of finished. All right. Not really sure what to do with this curving part yet. I'll think of something. I usually do. Okay. And then right here. Let's transition back to the regular stuff. Right here, I want to put separate from the buildings, you know, all that. So you'd be walking along here, and there's just this open space, you know. I kind of want to make it more interesting to look at. Because, like, just like with the, you know... Oh, damn. There we go. So, yeah, just like with the giant, flat, boring walls... Let's transform this flat, open, boring area into something a little less of both. So I'm going to make a fountain. So let's make it out. It's what, 24 blocks? Yeah, that'll work. And then, oh shit. 9, so it'd be 18. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe don't make it square or as square. Okay. That connects up. Looks good. Now, give it something of a, I guess a border of some kind. Yeah, that'll work. Make sure it doesn't do that. There we go. Waterlogging things is a very difficult and annoying process sometimes. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now, as a fountain, it needs to have a fount. You know, something protruding from it to catch your attention. It has to spew water. Plus sign's not going to work. There we go. This kind of takes up most of the fountain's size and draws your attention to that center bit. Oh. Ooh, is it possible to... No, it isn't. Yes, it's got to be filled in. I kind of want to have it have a trough of some kind in the center. Although even that's not going to cooperate. Ugh. Oh well. Ooh, maybe instead... in the center, it has a little bit more light. Make it large, much more open. And then at the very, very, very top. Oh, Oh, what am I doing? I can do every tier just like that. Sweet. I love that you can fold the stairs into one another like this. So that it actually looks like it's connected via a stem. There we go. C is 100, L is 50, yeah. Sorry if that confuses anyone. You'll learn your Roman numerals, damn it, and you'll like it. Okay. We need some kind of... Do I want to do a beacon? Something like this. And then maybe have additional founts back here. Sort of like a water curtain. Yeah. Sort of give it a backdrop. That works. Oh, why is the water uneven? There we are. 10,000 subscribers, huge. Yeah, I know. Thank you all for 10K, by the way. I know I didn't really mention that. It's been slipping my mind to say that. I've never really taken it seriously, like I've tried to see it as just a number, but it is proof that people like what I do enough. They do care. So it's an incentive to keep going and keep doing it. And yeah, I'm gonna be here a long, long, long time. So don't worry. Even after Space Valk 3 is finished, the fun will not end. You all get to see whatever I do next, and then the thing I do after that, and after that, and after that, and it'll just be an endless ride. Mr. Jack's wild ride will never end. Okay. I need something... something to... draw attention. Yeah, just like that. There we go. It's a nice, happy little fountain. Something to draw your eyes toward. If you're not too busy gawking at this monstrosity, you can, admire the nice little whatever. Maybe even put some extra water up this far. And I know those don't perfectly match up, but the whole point is that it's there to draw your eye. And the odd patterning hopefully will help do that a little bit better. So yeah. Quartz, quartz, quartz. What have I not touched on? Just make these connect up real fast. Okay. Good enough for today. Let's put a... Whoa. Put some finishing touches on it. Right about there. Seems to be the center. 13. So from here to here is 6. From here to here is 5. What? Oh no, that's 6. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna call the outside of this finished. Till I come up with something that makes me change my mind. I don't know. Now for the inside. That's what, 2? Let's back off and make it 3. A gap of 3 should be plenty. Get some nice bling, because, you know, it's all about the bling. Kind of. Set. Set me some obsidian. How is the progress? You can judge for yourself when it's all done. I'll do a tour around again. On this building in particular, the progress is kind of, I don't know, it's hard to gauge. Okay. Oh wait, needs to be smooth. Just like so. All right. We've got something of a view up to there. I'm not sure what I'll put up in this upper area, because there's a lot of empty space here that does need to be used. Have I seen Fit's new video? Of course. Who hasn't at this point in time? So right about here should be the center point. Probably. $17 that way. And 17 that way. Hey, it is the center point. Wow, I'm good. It's not the center point this way, but that'll work. There we go. Now I'm going to carve some sort of a pattern into this. But what? I think the pattern here should be very, very, very similar to a pattern like here and here. It'll be its own pattern, and then that pattern's also an inverse of this. I like this patterning. It looks very high-tech. So I'm going to put it in... Hell, I might even inscribe it all along the obsidian. Is it me? Or does this look like something like with a mouth open? Do I still have the 2B2T's first Elytra? Yeah, on some account somewhere I do. Watch out for griefers. Yeah, sure. Can I do some Easter eggs? Rooms for the old members. Oh, I might. That's not a bad idea. I might do that. Put water. Like Pac-Man? Yeah, it does kind of look a lot like that. So I don't know. But I definitely want to do an inscribed pattern here. I'm really not sure what to do back here. I'll have to have something up in this room. This upper section here. Oh, that reminds me. This was supposed to be... There was supposed to be an area or a way to get out here. So 12 and... 10. Yeah, there's definitely supposed to be a door or another room. Make sure this is as even as it should be. And then I'll put a layer of slabs on the very top. Come on. Cooperate. My damn fingers do not want to play. Here we are. Okay. Much better. And then there was a doorway up here. It'll probably be a much smaller doorway. And then a way to reach up here. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh well. Maybe I could make the staircase go up there. I don't know. One step at a time. Yeah, Fast Vincent hasn't uploaded in a while. That's a good point. I hope he's okay. Whoops. There we are. Okay, that works. Not a bad little pattern. I think it demotivated him, huh? Yeah, I think it might have had something to do with it, but who knows? Maybe we're wrong. He could be working on something in secret and we're just not privy to it because it's not out yet. So who knows? But yeah, the walking on eggshells feeling. Oh god, that must be nerve-wracking. Anything new you do could be the last thing you do, you know, that sort of thing. God, that'd be too much. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, how's it look from the underside? Oh, that looks cool. That looks cool as shit. Okay. Looks a tiny bit less like a mouth and a little more like a canister of some kind. I don't know. Oldest communist server in Minecraft. What are you talking about? What's the key? Banana. Key to a banana. A monkey. Oh, funny. I probably should not have encouraged you just now by laughing, but oh well. This is a random question, but did I actually watch the griefing of Space Valkyria on 2B2T, or was I just abandoned ship? No, I was stuck there for the whole thing. Plus, they did a lot of it before I even logged in. You thought you thought you were autistic? Nah, man, I got you beat. See if you're famous for its Pac-Man design on one of its buildings. I mean, if this is the only design that you take away from this place, like, yeah, sure, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, if anything, it's the cat ears building here that should draw your attention better. Or something, I don't know. Okay. So I don't know what to do more on this for today. I will very likely come back, I don't know, with something. Maybe something like this. I don't know. Some sort of guard railing will need to go here. But I think we can make it work. Maybe just keep it all up like this. Yeah, I guess that's fine. It gets the job done. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. I don't really know what else to do. Like, I've kind of run out of creative juices for right this minute. But anyway, so I'll do that, the tour that I promised. Crank up that render distance. So that's the inside of a house that I built a few months ago. It's got all the nice living stuff. Whoa. It's got a bathroom. It's got, you know, living room, rec room. It's got everything. Here are those apartments that I built a while ago. Wow, my frame rate. Holy shit. But, yeah, you know, it's just a bunch of apartments. It's the same unit. Translated over and over and over. So it was very easy to do. This is a digital clock, but it's like a giant clock. Use your imagination. I can only do so much with Minecraft blocks, you know. I really didn't have much to put in here. I was more enamored with the outer shell as I was making it than actually, like, what to put inside it. The central pillar's over that away, if it'll load in. This is the Sea Spire Bar and Grill. No, I'm just kidding. It's a restaurant of some sort, but I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it since I last played. I've got to do something with this place internally, because there's nothing in here. Like, there's some things, but then there's a lot of just empty nothing, too. But it looks good. You know, it's got potential. A lot of empty floors. The original builder didn't put a whole lot of detail in some things, but then some things were, you know, you couldn't put a whole lot of detail in things back then. This is a casino. I might put a secondary fountain like this one, but on the front end. So I guess I would just copy and flip it around to make it fit here. Because this is a giant area with a bunch of fucking nothing in it. This ended up being a library. As you can see, I went hog wild with books. It ain't too bad, I think. It turned out okay. I like it. An internal door mechanism. Lots of netherite armor here and there. This is one of the first buildings I made. And then this is an office building. Not a whole lot to say about it. Everybody slaves away in here. This is where everybody works in the city, I suppose. Office supplies. Sort of a kitchen break area. More offices. Server room. More office supplies and storage. CEO's office. And then a meeting room at the very top. These are the central stations that take you, you know, hither and yon. You will eventually, when I get around to it, you'll be able to hop on a minecart rail and go pretty much anywhere. These red tubes here, for anyone wondering, you swim through them. You get conduit power, so you won't drown. And you can swim through them. And you can swim through this underwater area, which is the water highway. You'll pick up Dolphin's Grace from the dolphins that I thought I put in here, but I don't know. And Dolphin's Grace allows you to swim super fast. And you can swim pretty much anywhere. And get there super fast. God, this is really hammering my frame rate now. This place is really loaded in. God damn. Man, I pity y'all. When y'all get a hold of this thing, y'all aren't going to be able to see straight. This is a virtual reality. Okay, I got to cut down the render. Oh, much better. Anyway, this is a virtual reality simulation room, sort of like a I don't know, a fun puzzle room. But not really, you just get to see little dioramas of like Super Mario 64 levels. I'm going to wire it up eventually with command blocks or structure blocks, whichever is more effective. And you will be able to swap out the internals of these rooms and go from there. This is a bank, because why not? Waiting room, central teller's office, and complete with vault, and then the bank manager office with a happy little glow squid making his way downtown in there. And then this is a convenience store. You wouldn't really use this for much, I don't think. But I don't know, maybe you might want to use it for something. And then, what have I not touched on? I guess this building right here, which is meant to be an art gallery of sorts, but kind of just ended up being a bunch of weird experiments that I never really used more than once. Odd block arrangements. No good way to really put it. Just crazy shit that came to mind, you know? Like the rib cage of leaves. It's very sort of avant-garde. Nothing really is in here. This is something of like a furnace dynamo thing, but again, it's just an arrangement of blocks. This whole place is like a giant creative exercise. I just throw out whatever's in my head. This is a giant plant gazebo thing. It looks pretty good, I'd say. Vault has monkey DNA. What? Sure. If you think it's precious. What are my PC specs? I have a community post that details all of that. And just to give you guys an idea, this huge swath has to be filled in. There's just nothing in it. Let me go to the opposite side. There's a huge area over here. It's just all empty. This is all the city we gotta make. Look at how empty it all is. Look at how big it all is. All this will need, you know, buildings and stuff in it. Tightly packed. So I would say... Oh yeah, these are the minecart tracks in question, by the way. Minecart tubes. I'll definitely be using more of these. But like... we're barely 1/4 of the way done with the city. This is that power generator reactor thing that I made a while ago. It looks cool. Just more open, empty space. And then the radio tower thing. And yeah, back to where we started. Good lord, there's so much empty space still. So much stuff that needs to be done. Like this little area under here. You know, maybe a building of some kind could be here. Who knows? You're gonna play on Constantine. Hopefully you'll be in the next stream. Okay. Well, hey. That'll do it. Hopefully you all kind of understand why it's probably going to take till the end of the year. Or longer. I really don't know anymore. End of the year may be too generous. I couldn't really tell you how long it's going to take anymore. So who knows? It'll take as long as it takes. We'll do what we got to do. Let's not worry about it. So yeah, that's going to do it from me. We will probably be touching up more on this building, what would it be, Wednesday? So yeah. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all to those who actually care to watch this. I don't know who really does, but yeah. Do command replace near? No. Anyway, is this a solo job? Yeah, it's a solo job. I'm the only one building, but then I was always the only one building. Oh, it occurs to me I've not really shown off the central pillar like it deserves to be shown off. One last little, you know. Oh man. Come on, load. There we go. So yeah, you can get a pretty good feel for the whole build. Got little tubes running off to the side here and there. And yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. I'm really proud of it, how it's all come together. I especially love like an underside shot of everything just hanging down. Maybe do a screenshot of that. That looks so cool. And I've got the little things propping up the underside of the disc. So it's not just hanging out in space anymore. It's properly, you know, supported with flotation rings and shit. You know, it completes the aesthetic. So yeah, really like how it's all turned out. Man, this thing still struggles to load in. I wonder if Mojang's optimizations, whatever they end up doing, they said they're gonna do some, so hopefully it's not shit. But I gotta wonder if Mojang's optimizations will make this place easier on the PC or not. There we go. Load it all in. Take it all in. I would love to be able to bump the Aurora Borealis up 50 or so blocks. Just so that it's actually over the entire top layer. I probably wouldn't expand upward any. But who knows? I really don't know what I'd do, to be honest. Because as it stands, the height update's only going to be for the overworld. So who really knows? But yeah, that's just a theory. I'm not completing that sentence, sorry. Y'all take care. Have a good one.